Greetings. This is Tktrav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777. And today we're going to talk about a very important question that I've been getting in the comments. And that question is, why summon demons? Why do it? Why though? Why though? Good question. Very legit. Especially considering the mindset that most people are coming from. You know, demons are evil, demons are dark and dangerous, etc., etc. So, doing some thinking, some studying, some research, and I've come to the conclusion that there's three reasons. I'm going to show you three things, Ty Lopez style. 3 reasons why you should work with spirits, demons specifically. Reason number 1, to eliminate your fear of the spiritual. Reason number 2, to access and utilize. Thanks, Mac. To access and utilize your power. And reason number 3, to cultivate your innate powers of omnipotence. So let me break those down. Reason number 1, to eliminate fear. Coming up from a Christian or a Muslim or any religious background, we're taught that demons are evil, demons are the enemy, demons are something to be feared and to be exorcised, and just something all around negative. Well, that's untrue. It's completely untrue. How can I say that? Let's look at the origin of demons. Let's look at the origin of the word demon. It comes from the word daemon, right? The Latin word daemon traditionally represents your higher genius, your higher aspect. Genius comes from the word genie. Excuse me. Genie, genius, daemon, that's your higher self. That's an aspect of your higher self. Through Christianity and Islam and things like that, the phrase demon has gotten a very negative terminology, and it has not always been such. Alright? People like Albert Einstein and Leonardo da Vinci and Plato and all these people, they refer to their daemon, which was a higher spirit who gave them inspiration and knowledge to do the great things that they did for humanity. Okay, everybody comes equipped with at least 72 demons, 72 demonic spirits, 72 GENIE, right? Everybody comes with them, no matter who you are or where you're from. Okay. Yeah.
Blue and silver.
Blue. Excuse me. Reason number 2, to access your innate power, right? To utilize your birthright. As I just said, everybody is born with at least 72 demons, some with more. Okay, scientists say we only utilize 10% of our brains, right? So what happens when you utilize the other 90%? You've seen the movie Lucy, right? As she gained more and more access to more of her brain, she began to do more amazing things. Okay. The 72 demons of the Goetia, which I usually refer to specifically when it comes to summoning and evoking demons, these are the spirits that reside within the pineal gland, within the third eye. Everybody's pineal gland has 72 chakras, 72 points of energy that surround everybody's pineal gland. Each one of those chakras is a home for a demonic spirit and an angelic spirit. 72 times 2 is 144. In the Bible, it talks about the 144,000. These numbers are no coincidence. It's talking about balance. It's talking about unlocking parts of your mind and balancing them. Speaking of which, there's a verse in the Bible, Luke chapter 10, verse 18 through 20, where Jesus specifically gives you the authority over all demons and all spirits, that they may be subject unto you. All right, and it's not about commanding them and chastising and punishing them, but utilizing them with respect, because they are already parts of you. All right, so working with demonic spirits is not evil. All right, Jesus said, I mean, if you're a Christian, if you don't believe in Jesus, then, this is for the Christians right here. Jesus himself gave you authority over every evil spirit, every spirit, period, that you may access and utilize them. King Solomon, specifically, the wisest man who ever lived, according to the Bible, utilized the 72 spirits of the Goetia to build the temple, Solomon's temple. And when he was finished, he imprisoned them into the brass vessel, the pineal gland, and cast it into the sea, which represents the subconscious mind. And that's basically telling you that everyone has the ability to unlock these 72 spirits to accomplish anything that you want to accomplish. Right? And Dr. Phil Valentine, broke it down for you how the vessel rubbing on that magic lamp represents the pineal gland. Rubbing the lamp represents your study and your practice of massaging that third eye, massaging it through information, through meditation, through spiritual practice, to unlock these powers. Okay, as I've stated in my videos, these 72 spirits that reside within every body, regardless of whether you want to acknowledge it or not, these 72 spirits are aspects of yourself. Each one that you work with is giving you a DNA upgrade, because you're unlocking parts of yourself. The ancestors reside within your DNA. You have to unlock them. How do you unlock them? By working with them, by evoking them. Evoke. That means to call forth from within. Just like education comes from the Latin word edugo, which means to call forth. You're calling forth spirits that are already inside of you. There's no reason to be afraid. Okay, this is your power. Black magic. All right? Anything black has to do with is yours. They demonize it because it works, and they don't want you touching it. They don't want you messing with it. I mean, I guess because I deal with this stuff on a daily basis, oftentimes I forget that there's new people all the time, and people often have trouble grasping things that they've been told to stay away from, essentially. But it's all a part of you. It's all within you. Okay? And each one of these 72 spirits of the Goetia, which I talk about specifically, have a different power that you can access. Whether it's wealth, accumulation of money, whether it's lust, accumulation of love and sex, or if it's simply to attain more knowledge, more power, more psychic ability, prestige and renown. Each one of these spirits are an expert in a certain area. But to a learned occultist, what that means is anything that you want is already within you. These demons are just channels that you can focus your energy through to attain whatever you want. Because after working with these spirits, you start to learn that this is your power. This is you. There's not a monster in hell that's waiting to torture you. There's not some spirit over here there waiting for you to fuck up so it can torture you. No, this is all you. These are parts of you. I guess a lot like the cartoons like Ben 10, right? Where it's one guy, but he can access different little alien energies or whatever. That's exactly what it's like. All these demonic spirits, so-called demons, right? Let's get rid of the negative connotation of the word. Demon comes from the word daemon, which means genius, which means higher intelligence, which means familiar spirit. All right, this is something that is within everybody. All the musicians that get this spark of inspiration to make this awesome music, that's the daemon, right? That's the demon. It's sitting on their shoulder, whistling tunes into their ear, right? These great scientists that come up with inventions and this, that, and the third, that's what this is. The third eye, the pineal gland. How do you think it operates? Right? You utilize the power of an army that is within you, right? We talk about melanin and, oh, we're so great, we can do this, that, and the third. The power is specifically designated to different energies. Okay, this is why we learn to summon demons. All right, and reason number 3, to utilize and to put into practice your omnipotence. Because what are we doing here? We're learning how to create change in the real world by focusing our minds on a certain energetic wavelength. In other words, you use these demons to create situations in your life that you want. Instead of floating around, oh, it is what it is, gonna be what it's gonna be, you're taking a active role, all right? There's 2 types of ways to work magic. There's the passive role and the active role. Most organized religion works with the passive role. We pray, we hope, and we trust that it's gonna happen. That's the passive role. And that works for some people. The other path is the active role, where we recognize, utilize, and find the spirit that works with what we're trying to perform, what we're trying to make happen in our lives. Okay, that's what I speak about. That's what I teach. That's what I study. The active role. Now, you can be afraid of demons and don't utilize them. That's fine. That's you. But the rest of us, we're going to learn about ourselves. Know thyself, right? And thyself has all types of spirits within. All right. Now, when you really get on your game and you summon these spirits and you begin to make change in your life to push you in the direction that you want to go, you start to learn that you're getting closer and closer to your godhood, closer and closer to your all-powerfulness. Because you know what spirit to go to, what demon to go to make a certain thing happen. You want to find a mate who's on your level, utilize a certain spirit, and he brings it into your life. You want more money, utilize a certain spirit. Right? You want to understand what the dogs in your neighborhood are talking about, you utilize a certain spirit. Right? You want to get better at astral travel, you utilize a certain spirit. You don't just wait around for it, hope and pray and wish. You know, and I get it. Why summon demons, right? We're taught that these things are evil. Cool. But I'm not satisfied with that. Why are they evil? Who said that they're evil? Show me. Tell me. Right? I'd rather try it for myself and experience what happens. Okay? I don't take someone else's word for it. Don't even take my word for it. Do your own research. The books are out there. The videos are out there. The web pages are out there. Right? Read, study, learn. Why summon demons? Go research. See, what I'm finding is most people that come to my page and join the Facebook group, they've already had experiences. They feel called. They feel compelled to move forward and to search and to study and to learn, right? And the hunger for knowledge is way more important than anything else. Way more important than your experience or what you already know or don't know. Because if you've got that hunger for knowledge, you're gonna find the answer. You're gonna find it, right? It's like a magnet. That seed of hunger is going to attract the answer. Because, at least from my experience, and most people that I've spoken with in consultations and things like that, emails, they can't sleep until they find out the answer, right? Every day it's on their mind. What does this mean? What does this mean? How do I do this? How do I do that? Is this right? Is this wrong? Right? It's a hunger. It's an insatiable hunger. And when you find the answer and you put it into practice, you feel more powerful, more secure. You feel like you're in more control of your life instead of just being a victim, right, to the system. You really want to change the world, you really want to do this, that, and the third, utilize the spirits. That's what they're there for. That's what your ancestors did. All right, I'm calling them demons. Y'all call them something else. Ancestors, the Loa, the Neteru, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. There's different names that they go by. The names, the semantics, it doesn't matter. What matters is you're getting in contact with the spirits that are in your mind, that are in your DNA. Do it. Do it. Don't just stop asking a question and waiting. Try it for yourself. If it doesn't work out for you, then it wasn't for you. No harm, no foul. At least you learn for yourself that it doesn't work. But don't just sit here and question and doubt when you haven't done anything. Do the work, right? You watch this channel, you watch Bobby Hemmett, Brother Panic, you know what I'm saying, Valentine, people like that. They're going to tell you the same thing. It's in the DNA, it's in the melanin, it's within you. Try it out, practice it. Stop being scared. Because here's the thing, back to the omnipotence and your own power and don't be afraid. When you die, you're not going to have anything but your mind. The mind is all, the universe is mental. Number one rule in the Kabbalion, right? So if you study and practice how to evoke spirits and how to create change in your life, when you pass on to the next level, you're going to be able to create the reality that you want instead of just waiting for someone to come save you, right? Instead of putting yourself into hell because you think you've been a bad person all your life, right? Don't just sit around and wait. Make change. Make change. That's what magic is. Creating a change in the physical world through your thoughts. Now, there's different apparatuses that you can use to make that change. One of them is through evoking spirits, right? There's a million different ways to do it, but this is the way that I speak on because I know it works for me, right? I've done this enough, I've studied enough to where my conscious mind doesn't even fight it anymore. My subconscious mind already knows. If I want this, let me go get it through this method. Okay? I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm just conveying my experience. So if after this video you're still talking about why summon demons, just don't do it. Just don't. But for those of you who aren't afraid of yourselves, for those of you who can sit in a room quietly and meditate and navigate through your own thoughts without being afraid, this is for you. You don't have to call them demons, call them spirits, call them ancestors. All right? But the bottom line is, it's all coming out of your third eye, coming out of your pineal gland, coming out of you. Okay? So, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I appreciate everybody who has shown an eagerness to learn. All y'all who have sent emails, comments, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, I really appreciate it. And it's really good to converse with people who want to learn more. I love it. I will answer questions all day, and I learn from y'all as well. So let's keep the conversation going. If you don't know, I've got a Facebook group. It's called The Magus Society. There's a link right there in the description. Go ahead and join up. We got a discussion going on about different techniques, different spirits, this, that, and the third. Go ahead and join. If you've got something that I haven't talked about, go ahead and add it. You know what I'm saying? Add to the conversation. But yeah, just putting that out there. So this is Tktrav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777. And as always, I send you peace.
Resonating with the frequency of energy.